2 years ago, the Detroit Pistons were an actual joke. 14 wins, 68 losses, the worst team in basketball. But fast forward to today, and they have the best record in the East. There weren't any major trades or signings either. They themselves just got better in every way. Huge improvements from top to bottom, but at the end of the day, Cade Cunningham is who is making this team great and should easily be a contender in the MVP race.
Yeah, we're not 2-26 bad. You know what I mean? Like, no way are we that bad.
Do you hear how defeated he sounded 2 years ago? He almost couldn't believe that they were on a 25-loss streak and hadn't won a game for nearly 2 months. That streak went on to be the longest streak in NBA history at 28 games. And to make it even worse, they finished the season with the worst record in franchise history. It was so bad that fans were telling him to request a trade mid-game. But through everything, he never made excuses, never gave up on the team, never made any drama, and did nothing but try to be better. And that's the exact type of person you want to build your team around, and it's starting to pay off for Pistons fans. He became the leader the team needed, and now they are one of the best teams in the league competing for a championship. And that's rare. A lot of guys, especially younger guys, wouldn't survive that kind of losing. They would ask for a trade or check out, but Cade stayed, and while everyone else saw a rebuild, he saw a challenge. And now he's a bona fide superstar. He's averaging 27, 6, and 10 and plays his own game. And I don't think people understand exactly how impressive that stat line is. 27 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1.5 steals a game. Stat inflation is definitely a thing thanks to Jokic and Luka, but that stat line is rare. He can score from all 3 levels, and his control and pace just look so effortless. I genuinely think he controls his pace better than anyone else in the league, even guys like Luka. He has the extra gear that Luka doesn't, and he can be fast when he needs to, but most of the time he just owns his space. Rarely do we ever see him out of control. He's like the opposite of Amen Thompson. Amen is so athletic, sometimes he drives to the rim, and is so explosive that I feel like sometimes even he doesn't know what he's going to do when he's in the air. Sometimes it's an amazing highlight, and sometimes it's just a turnover. But when Cade makes a play, it seems like he thinks of every possibility before the play happens. His control over his own pace, his own actions just makes everything easier. He's more balanced on his shots, and his passes are just that much more crisp. I think that's the main reason why he's become such a good player. He can get to his spot and score when he wants, and when the defense overcompensates, he makes the right read. And he's quietly become one of the best passers in the league. He is second in the league in assists at almost 10 a game. He's an assistant player, he is the system, and he makes it look so easy to make the reads he's making. And he's making the guys around him better. In 2010, Larry Bird told the Pacers GM to not trade for LeBron's teammates because he makes them look so much better. And obviously not to the extent of LeBron's impact, but Cade does a very similar thing, and we're seeing it in real time. As head coach JB Bickerstaff put it, he can eat without taking food off your plate. Jalen Duren probably benefits the most from this, and he is really good in his role. Interior defense, grabbing boards, and finishing plays, but he doesn't do anything extra, and I don't think he averages 18 and 11 on any other team. Duncan Robinson felt lost and couldn't really find his role in the last few years with the Heat, but he joins the Pistons this season and fits like a glove right away. He's getting great looks, and he's moving like he's played with this core for years. And that's what this team is. Aside from Cade, everyone is just a role player that is maximizing what they can do within their role. And when you have one player elevating a team like this to the first seed in the East, I don't know how he is still underrated and isn't even mentioned near the top of the MVP ladder. In the ladder, Cade Cunningham is somehow 7th behind Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown. That is insane to me. When we are talking about value, I don't know how Cade isn't one of the serious contenders. He's playing like a superstar, and he is the sole reason why they have the second best record in the league, and he's been healthy this whole time. You can't say that for many other guys, and he is still rated so low. To me, he is easily top 5 in the MVP race, and arguably could even be higher. If Cade wasn't on this Pistons team, I genuinely think they would be one of the worst teams in the league. The first option would be Tobias Harris of all people, and they would have no star, no identity, and no direction. They might even be as bad as they were 2 years ago. And one thing I don't understand is how Cade is a former #1 pick, and the NBA and the media doesn't give him the credit he deserves. You couldn't ask any more from him, and it's somehow going under the radar. He turned the worst team in basketball to one of the best in 2 years. The Pistons are so much fun to watch, and now it's hard not to cheer for them.
In this league.
I want to be the best player in the world. That's every day, you know what I'm saying?
At the moment, this isn't out of reach at all for Cade Cunningham. He is only 24 years old and is near the top of the league. And with how he's improved across all aspects of his game every year, it's safe to say there's another level for him to tap into. Late last season, the NBA ran an anonymous player poll, and Cade Cunningham was voted as the most underrated player in the league. His peers see how good he is, and I don't know why the NBA media hasn't woken up yet.